find the paper. Find one. Here's one right here. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah, and this is the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. That's found in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. But I'm going to tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4, verses 4 through 6. Yeah, because the prophecies start with Haggai. And so you got to go to Haggai on the Lord God. Hey, Zerubbabel, I'm going to use you as a signet. And so that's the city. But also he said battle should be like the day of Midian. So a Midian. So you go find out Gideon, how Gideon tried, Gideon asked the holy angels to do certain things for him, and they did. Then on top of that, he went to camp and seen and heard the dreams and the visions and everything, and that's what he went by. So that's how the battle is right now today. Then what he did, only used 300. So all those things, those prophecies are being fulfilled right now. But let me continue on and say, "Oh, I'll send my messenger. You should prepare the way before me. The Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom you delight in, the Lord shall come." So that's Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. So when the Lord God spoke to me in the heart of a voice, and I saw him, he just told me to say, yeah, he told me, I'll give you a message to give to all brethren. So God made me a messenger. But anyway, then he said, I'm going to send Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord, and shall turn the hearts of children back to the father, the hearts back to the children, until I come to strike the earth with curse. But, that's found in Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. But I'm going to tell you, read Malachi chapter 4, verse 4, 5, and 6. Really, all the Deuteronomy, that's what you should read. Because that's where the prophecy, especially concerning us, they're on Horeb, H-O-R-E-D. So go read it, man. Go read it, man. Because you're missing out on a whole lot of blessings. That's what you're missing out on, a whole lot of blessings that he has preordained and prepared for us. All right. Anyway, yeah, well. So before the great and dreadful day of the Lord, see, the day of the Lord is a terrible day. The day of great darkness and not of light. So people want to think of the Lord coming back, boy, we're going to be rejoicing, saying, Kumbaya. That's a lie. That is a lie. One of the many lies they are saying. Okay, I dreamed, and I had a dream about a friend of mine, not past last year. But anyway, last year. And I pray at the time go by. But anyway, so I didn't remember it all. But I have dreams for you. All right. I have a dream for this dream here. Let's see. No, wait. So we know that that the dreams I had last year, man. The government was calling about money. I had to stop and look for something. I overheard her talking about her love life. I was outside. This place looked like a building. They had construction after a disaster. She was asking me, and I did ask me, did I have the $1,000 for insurance after I was one of my neighbors. But I already know that. And all that flooding all over the world coming to New Orleans. Yes, it is. I told you when the Lord God first gave me the message to bring to the Seventh-day Adventist Church in New Orleans. One of the messages that comes that river had came into the city. The Mississippi River, yeah. All right, let's see it. I opened this barrel. It was a metal top, black bottom with. See that fine God, I heard me once, and that this woman dressed in white walks and shed the women. I don't know too much about that dream, but that was one dream. I gathered some crumbs and I threw them away. That's nothing. They had this spaceship outside overhead. It's a dream. I told you that. I've seen it all everything. I and seen it. They have the spaceship outside, so this have to be, I must have told this dream last year. They have the spaceship outside overhead. The being inside look animated. Okay, they are dressed in all in paint and light and dark, and some both. The people in this large place, heads down, heads are down, afraid. I walk in it along with my angels, things like that, with someone and tell, why are you in here, cowarding to say, why are you in here cowarding? Do you hear any bombs falling or any weapons firing? Get up, go home. As they was leaving out, I say, remember, they only came out they only come out at night. Someone took a knife and threw up and hit the side of the spaceship, and a few of them came out of the ship and said, y'all have provoked us. They came and swarmed around. And I read that dream to you before. Yeah. Because they was inside cowardly and everything behind that spaceship. Why y'all doing that? See, they only come out at night, and that's what I told you. They only come out at night and ask them, say, do you hear any bomb falling or any weapons firing? Get up, go home. And as we were leaving, I remember they only came out at night. So after that, someone took a knife and threw up and hit the side of the ship. You know who it was? Yeah, one of Esau children threw a knife and hit up the side of the ship. Then all of them came out. And they said, y'all have provoked us, and started swarming. Yeah, they looked like cartoon characters. Animated. All right. Next scene, I was inside with my daughter, and she was sitting on the side of the bed on the floor. And I was turning off the lights and all the sound in the house. And I asked her, did she care? Did she care because she wanted to watch TV? I couldn't stop the sound. Couldn't cut off the sound in the house. The gospel was playing. I forgot what was playing. All right, that's enough. Yeah, well, you know, I told y'all these dreams before. All right. Anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, no trouble out of it. I see this dream. No trouble out of 85 or 86 customers. It was we were walking looking for it. That's Mike Biggs. Yeah, I seen let's say Mike Biggs, that man named Billy Gardell. He made a commercial, and yeah, that Cutlass in that commercial. So all this coming to pass now. Yes, it is. All right. All right. Anyway, so those dreams I had last year around this time. So all of them start coming to pass. But that was something stuff there. I was in the bed, alarm went off. I got up to pray, me and the children. They had a plant grown in the door, and we held hands and prayed, me and two other children. I went into the bedroom, the light wasn't on. The young girl wanted the switch on, it wouldn't work. Turned on the switch, it wouldn't work. So I tried, I turned the bulb itself, the light came on. It wasn't the first time I had to turn the bulb to make the light come on. So that was another vision. Yeah, that's it. Oh, right. I probably do have that dreaming now because you know they had that store sheet. All right. So I'm quite sure I had a dream about that. Anywho, you know, I'll see if I had any more space dreams. Yeah, I had a whole lot of dreams about the war in space, man. About the demons coming down. The weather report, I was showing one more cold front up north, then the wind changed and come from the southwest. And after that, the southeast, the report was yellow up north and red from the southwest. First California red, and from Mexico, then up north. That was the weather report. That was from last year. All that's going to happen, man. All that's going to happen. Anyway. So just a minute now. Let's go. This morning on the news, they had, of course, you know, they gonna pump up. They want all everything. They want Israel to take that vaccine. They want, so they get all the movie stars and actors and all that showing that's what it's about. It's not about them taking the vaccine. They're heathens. It's about getting the righteous nation to take the vaccine. That's what it's about. And a lot of y'all don't understand what's going on. Y'all just, it's about Israel, the righteous nation, to take the vaccine. And so now that's what they're doing. And they're showing all this, they're showing every black person that they can find, all of Israel, all over the world, taking the vaccine and putting that on television to psych you all up, to make you come out to righteousness. And you can go ahead and believe these people and everything, but when that law of God told you don't do it, he means that. And then he told you only a remnant. Now you can see why it's only going to be a remnant. And then after that, it showed Benjamin Netanyahu over there in Israel. Now he was over there when I was when the law of God first sent me over there. He was over them then. He was in charge of them then. So now he bragged about how many people that he had taken the vaccine. He showed on this morning him taking the vaccine. Now he getting reelected, and he got over half of them to take that vaccine. Boy, it's gonna go real bad for the people. How they can be God's chosen people and they take the vaccine? I thought they're supposed to be dependent on God. All right. But I tell you all the time, the people do not believe in Jesus. They're waiting for the Messiah. That's we going there today. But I have much more for you. But anyway, after that, it shows him, and man, that he bragged and he boastful and everything. Then he got him up on some type of charges. I don't know what type of charge. So all that's from the Lord. All that's from the Lord. And I'm going to expose that land for what's truly is. And y'all around here want to speak Hebrew and call Jesus by his Hebrew name. So what he told you, say, when the false one come down, what he going to say? I am Christ. Where he coming at? And Jerusalem. And what he going to be speaking? He might speak English also, but we know he's going to be speaking Hebrew. And he's going to call that Hebrew name that they're going to be shocked. I'm talking about Israel, the ones who been in their tongue and speak Hebrew. They're going to be shocked. Oh, they're going to be shocked. Yeah, because the law of God already told you all that is written, but they want to be, I'm puffed up and proud. That's all it is, being puffed up and proud. Oh, I can speak Jesus' Hebrew name. I can bend my tongue and speak Hebrew. Man, law of God didn't ask you to do that. And so get what you deserve. Huh? Oh, yeah. Don't worry, Levi's going to be with y'all when that happens also. But let's continue on. So I'll just get that out of the way. So Benjamin Netanyahu, he got God's people to take that shot. He didn't party God's people. Because you got a lot of them don't want to take that vaccine. A lot of them think that, a lot of them have been greatly deceived. With that white is right doctrine, they got two doctrines going. They got the white is right Jewish doctrine. That's what they got going on. And so now they're going to be greatly deceived. Man, I read that to them in gospel. And just read that to you yesterday, man, let's see, in this book right here, the apocalypse of Elijah. And it takes a while for that word to come out, apocalypse of Elijah. And it tells you how they trusted in him. And all the river stuff, man, Lord God gave me that this morning. It took me to Revelation chapter 6. Not all of it, just a part of it. And then, but that's where you at. You you when I saw Donald Trump riding the red horse, and I told you when he was in office, I saw what, the 2 black horses. An Asian man come out there and chopped this man's head off with this sword. I told you about that. It was a dream inside of a vision. Man, that was a beautiful thing. Yeah. But anyway, let's continue. So that's what's coming up now. The black horse. That's what's coming. Then you have other things going on also on why that's happening. And so, man, I look at the people that they got on there, got all these black people. They got the doctors and lawyers and they call it professional people that have taken their shot. You can look around their eyes, look out around their mouth, and look at their face and see that darkness. Yeah, boy, that darkness in their face. I can see it. Yeah, I can see the ones that have taken the shot. Boy, you can see their spirit is gone. Their spirit is gone. Anyway, so after I watched that, that's what they're doing. They're getting all those innocent black people, just regular innocent black people, and tell them how so-and-so died, and so many members of my family died, and I took the vaccine, now I'm happy I can go hug my grandmother and all that foolishness. And you are right there and fall for that. That's another trick of Satan. That's how Satan gets you. All right. That's why Jesus told you he loved mother, brother, sister. Yeah. Anybody more than me is not worthy of me. And y'all gonna fall for the old folk. He said, obey my voice. And he means that. Because they're just like you. They have to, you can't answer for them. You can't. You can love them as he said, love them, and do your best, live the holy and righteous life, hoping that they repent and repent. But other than that, you can't do nothing for those people. You can't do it. All right. I will Jericho. I told him that I was going to tell him exactly what to do about that prosperity gospel with people. I had told him, but maybe might be a little bit more, be more specific. But I will get more specific. I don't know, because you have to go read. Yeah, you got to go read the what's so hard with that, because a lot of them in that prosperity, they only read the King James Holy Bible, and they've been doing that for so long that you can't get them to read nothing else. But anyway, if we can get them to read the Acts of John, yes, it's plain in the Acts of John. It's written so plain in the Acts of John. Okay, ask for no plain, because you're serving the God of Mammon, and when you're serving right behind Mammon, you don't have no power. You don't have no healing power. All that's being stripped of. All right, none at all. I ain't read that to you before, but anyway, I hope that he gets that message. So anyway, then after I saw that, boy, I heard that heartbreaking story, boy. Somewhere I forgot what place. I'm not gonna look it up and talk about how they want to play black people reparation, the elderly blacks about fixing their house and all that. Man, that ain't nothing but the same old man. And so all they had this one little young woman that stood up and told them no. That turned out and told them no, because they're trying to, ain't nothing but a bunch of foolishness. That's all they're trying to hoodwink God's children once again. Trying to deceive God's children once again. And don't fall for that. All that reparation stuff, man, get that alone. Let it go. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Get your name back. Get Israel your name back and who you are. Jesus is going to take care of the rest of that. Your king coming. He's going to return. He's going to take care of all that for you. Don't fall for that, man. And they want you to sign papers and everything and like come down and fix up the houses and all that, man. Well, let's say a house back in '69, it only cost like $17,000, $18,000 to $20,000. By the time they finished adding that percent and all that to it, then the taxes that you had to pay and all that, man, people might, them elderly people might have paid $100 for a $20,000 house. They might have paid for, and then they had to get a 30-year mortgage. So them people paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what they did. And so just like right now, I went and bought a vehicle for like $16,000 or $17,000. I couldn't have been more. That's what they. But anyway, about time they finished adding on the interest and the taxes and all that on there, man. And then with the insurance and everything, man, but this vehicle itself, Now, I ain't gonna talk about insurance. This vehicle self. Then for the next 6 years, I have to pay $30,000 for $16,000. And so they're still doing that. That have never changed. And I don't care what you say or how you think these people been doing. They are heathens. And you trying to get a heathen to change, they're not gonna do it. Then you say, oh no, they're not like how people. That's a lie. That's why Jesus told you and warned you, be be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Why? Because these are the children of those same people that have the Jim Crow. They ain't dead. Them people not dead. Oh, but they're not dead. And they still giving counsel to these young people and telling them what to do. Oh, don't do that. They're gonna take over. Don't let them live in your neighborhood. They're gonna take over. Don't let them get educated. My same battles that I was fighting now, my daughter and her son fight the same battle. But these are, because they're in cahoots together. Or they go there and get one of the people that want to be white or think they're white and tell them, say, well, we want you to go down and we want to do this to black children. And they do it. Yes, they do. And then another thing was going about, they're going to blame, a whole lot of black children going to get kept back and disenfranchised, as they would say this year. Yeah, they're going to blame it on, well, you know, they had trouble. They was having trouble with the computer. They had trouble with not being around their friends and all that. But that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. So, because them children on there playing, them children play those video games and handle telephone way better than adults. You gonna tell them they can't learn? Because they, come on, man. Come on, man. That's just another thing to hold your children back, and y'all falling for it. But that one woman, she stood up and said no, because you can't pay no reparations like that. You have to go all the way back, because you gotta remember when we was here, before Plymouth Rock and all that, and we was here already. And our people was the indigenous people here, what they did. Yeah, a lot of them it was already what they did to them. They took their lands and stuff and killed them. And gave them all type of disease. So how you gonna pay reparation for all those people that you didn't kill all those many years, all those many generations? All right. Then on top of that, I'm just telling you like it is. Then on top of that, they have got interest on top of interest on top of that. That's how they able to come up with this system of the worldwide Babylonian system. That's where it comes from, all for our back. Just like the Lord God told us that, through your seed, Abraham, I'm going to bless the whole world through your seed. And he showed them in that picture that the seed was going to go in slavery. Through that, they was able to bless the whole world. Was still being blessed through that. And when you see all these plantations and all that going on, it's still the same thing. The farmland and what they're doing is still the same thing that will come over our backs. All of our ancestors and our backs right now, they're still stealing. They're still taking your taxes and everything. And they have you living on one side, and on that side, they don't fix the streets. They don't fix the schools. They don't do anything. And then on their side, the same taxes that you pay to take this tax, they have the other side of the town, the streets are good, and they have the houses fixed up and make sure they have all the loans, all the grants and everything that they do. But on your side, man, they tell you nothing. That works for the city. I know what they do. And so they had to give a federal grant. When that federal grant come up, they fix the streets and all like that, and make the loans available. But no, they ain't letting the black people get that. When the black people come to the loans, they have so many different things that this is a design plan. For them, nah, they can't get it. They can't get it. But if they're fixing a school like this, in my district right now, they're fixing a school. In my ward, they're going to change. They're going to change the ward to the district. That's what they're going to do. When they have black people, there's a ward. But when they when they put the white people, that they become a district. But anyway, and so they're doing the same thing right now. They go and get the grant for the school. Now we've been here all these many years and couldn't get no grant, couldn't get that. Some white person come up there and they want a grant and everything, give them everything they want, give them people to make sure they have it. And make sure they have it. Now they're fixing the streets and everything so they can come around with the automobile. Now they don't live in the city, they live in the suburb or their suburban community and the school in here. So they drive up and drop off the school and children the more time come up. And during that time, you can't move, you can't do nothing. Got the police around and everything around there to make sure they are safe and everything. But your tax dollars are paying for that. That's how, that's why Jesus told you, Lord God told us, Satan is a cunning adversary. That was the Most High to us. And so that's what he's doing. He's cunning in everything that he's doing. Yeah, you get you to pay for the same people that killing you. Yeah, you paying the people to kill you. You paying the people to keep you enslaved, paying the people to keep you down. You're voting for the same people to enslave the same people to keep you down. And all you gotta do is obey his voice, keep his commandment, and all that gonna change. Which is changing now, though. I'm just telling you. And so anyway, so they're gonna tell them that they're gonna get people to fix these people how they were born in a certain year and give them some type of reparation. Then you got Gail, Kane, Tony, the local, and all them people agreeing with that. Oh yeah, well they could need to do something. That's a damn lie. They can't do nothing. Leave it alone. Because if you don't leave it alone, because God gonna take care of it. He promised us that. Promised that when we repent with our whole heart, keep all his commandments, he's gonna take care of it. This man is not our man. You can't live in this system. This is an evil, wicked system that Satan put up. All right, well, let's go there. No, because that young woman was right. And you better not put your hands on her. And I'm telling you, put your hands on her. I want to pray for her. Yeah, you're going to see what's going to happen. All right, well, you go ahead on. Thank you that you go outdo God when God says something. No. So let's go there first. Let's go to tell you the slick move that they're doing. That's the adversary. And it's not new what they was doing. All right. And it was in that night that Abraham began JASHER chapter 8. I'm showing you what they are doing. It was in that night that Abraham was born, that all the servants of Terah and all the wise men of Nimrod and his conjurors came to eat and drank in the house of Terah. And they rejoiced with him on that night. And when all the wise men and conjurors went out of the house of Terah, they lifted up their eyes towards heaven that night and looked at the stars, and they saw, and behold, one very large star came from the east and ran in the heavens, and he swallowed up 4 stars from the 4 sides of the heaven. Now you got to remember, we are scattered to the 4 corners of earth right now, and right now we are repenting. Right now we are we're doing everything that we're supposed to do right now, and so this is what he was talking about. That was way, man, that was way before Father Abraham was just being born. But anyway. And all the wise men that came to conjurors was astonished at the sight. And the sage understood this matter, or the sages understood this matter. They kept its import. They say import. They knew its import. That's what it says. They knew its import. Because I'm excited. You know, when it comes down to chastise, and I get excited. Why? Because you got a choice to make. Either you're going to accept it or you're going to reject it. But it's going to happen. And they said to each other, this only betokens that the children that has been born of Terah this night, who will grow up and be fruitful and multiply and possess all the earth. See? And that's what we're doing now. And we're going to possess all the earth, and so we will repent now. Well, it was fruitful. Are they still being fruitful? I mean, we not, but they are still being fruitful. And they got us to kill our children with this abortion. And now they come and talk about this. That's foolish. That reparation they talk, that's foolishness. I want to read it to you. I want to let you show you that it's foolishness. Just the same old trick from the same old people who hate us. And they hate us. It's an everlasting hatred that they have. They are heathens. All right. All right, let me tell you. And I say, it will grow up and fruitful and multiply and possess all the earth. He and his children forever. What it say? He and his children forever. And this is a prophecy. And this is their prophecy about us, which we know it was true. Why? Because prophecy, if the prophecy comes from the law of God, it got to come to pass. And we know that it has came to pass. Well, let's continue on. Right? But you're looking at the end of it now. And he and his seed will slay great kings and inherit their lands. He and his seed will do what? Slay great kings and inherit their land. Now, a lot of that has already happened, but we're looking for this last part. The part that is in the apocalypse of all the Elijah. That's what we're looking for. Well, I mean, the ascension of Father Isaiah, the apocalypse or the revelation of Father John. I mean, that's what we're looking for. And that's where we're at this stage. And everything, all the prophecy that we fulfill that's written in the book of Enoch. All right, let me continue on here. And they spoke to each other, behold, the sight that we saw last night is hidden from the king, and it has not been made known to him. And should this thing get known to the king in the latter days, he will say to us, why have you concealed this matter from me? And then we shall be all, suffer. Every time I start speaking, man, that's not even trying to attack. Okay. And say, and then we shall all suffer death. Therefore, now let us go and tell the king the sight which we saw and the interpretation thereof, and we shall then remain clear. Now you understand, all of our people could do that, because I read that to you when our father Benjamin came, when our father Joseph, and how they was interpreting the stars and everything. We always was able to do that, but we lost that when we went where? We went into slavery. We lost that. But we're getting it back now. We're getting it back. And they say, forgive me. And they did so. And they went to the king and bowed down to him to the ground. And they said, may the king live, may the king live. And heard that the son was born to Terah, the son of Nahor, the prince of thy host. And we yesterday came to his house. Now you understand, I told this before. You understand, Terah was no anybody. Terah was one close to the king and advised the king. Yeah, that's what he was. He was way up there. But anyway, let's continue on. All right. And the prince of thy host, see, he was the prince of thy host. Yesterday came to his house, and we ate and drank and rejoiced with him that night. And when the servants went out of the house of Terah to go to our respective homes to abide there for the night, we lifted up our eyes to heaven, and we saw a great star coming from the east. The same star ran with great speed and swallowed up the first great star from the other side of the heaven. Now, all right, well, you know, also when Jesus was born with what? With a great star. Okay. Well, one sign that he, well, anyway, I don't go there. Yeah, because that star I really see. I told you that before. I don't have to tell you more. It's quoting one of my other videos. And thy servant was astonished and at the sight which we saw, and was greatly terrified. See, now they were not only astonished, what they were greatly terrified. And because you see one large star and hasten and eat up these other stars from the fourth. Yeah, you're gonna see that, man. Come on, brother. All right. And we know when I saw those demons the other night, I don't be terrified of no demons. Nah, don't be. I got big and tall enough. The dragon was eating out my hand. Yes, it was. I'm talking about when he got full grown, he was on that wire, and I had a sandwich in my hand. He put his head, went down, ate that sandwich. Yes, he did. And next time I see it, he was eating people. Okay. Anyway, let's go. All right. One of my other videos, I got in one of those videos. And terrified, and we made judgment upon the sight, and we knew by our wisdom the proper interpretation thereof, by their wisdom, that this thing applies to the children that is born to Terah, who will grow up and multiply greatly. See, that's us. We will grow up and multiply greatly and become powerful and kill all the kings of the earth. Powerful and kill what? All the kings of the earth. So that's coming. Oh yeah, that's coming. But we've been doing that all the time because they're wicked and it's evil and wicked thing, and we know that it cannot last. It got to be rooted out. Every evil and wicked thing is like bending the Nairu or over there with all that foolishness and the evil and wicked. And what you think the Lord God gonna do to him? All right. And the rest of them Jews over there, tell y'all was over there, man, the people over there and stealing from God's children. Israel, same people, same way they're doing us here, not just in America, over the whole earth. And they're stealing all our taxes and all our resources to give to the elitists and to the elitist children and those of a certain color. That's what they're doing, man. All right. They're not just doing it, they're doing it over there in Jerusalem and over that piece of dirt they call Israel. I was there and I know that's what they're doing. But they did it to me. All right, let's continue on. Well, you see them doing all the time. They have never changed. And No, you should see these people that have been put in office and everything. I read that to you, man. People that put it, if they don't do it, if they're not gonna do what they say do, they're not gonna be in office. No, they're in office, they're doing exactly what it is. Some of them have them jobs. Yeah, like I saw Oliver Thomas, and he come on the channel with the basketball and everything. Yeah, God showed me a long time ago. No, I ain't all your business out there. Showed me what you were a long time ago. Yeah. But anyway, then you gonna come out there with the basketball and tell people, take the shot. Come on, bro. Take the shot. Man, you know what God gonna do to you after he done been so merciful and kind unto you? All right. Well, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. Anyway, let's continue on. Who will grow up and multiply greatly, become powerful, and kill all the kings of the earth. That's coming. And inherit all their lands. See? What? And inherit all their lands. He and his seed forever. Now this, yeah. So we know all this here coming fast. So when they told that young lady that she was the one God had sent the old angel and gave her the wisdom to know that that was not good. Because what you're doing, well, let me keep on reading. I want to keep on reading. No, let me keep on reading. So I want to show you exactly what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Yeah, because they're the children of the Satan. They're the children of the devil. You're in the heathen country and the heathen land. You ask the heathen to pack fair. He's a heathen. He do not know how to pack fair. He's a Jew who still don't know how to pack fair with you. That's what their mission is. That's what they do. They're evil and they're wicked. And tell them who said it. And I'm right here. I'm on the way. All right. And now our Lord and King, behold, we have truly acquainted thee with what we have seen concerning. Oh, they're going to kill them. Oh, don't say it. They're going to, man, you must be losing your mind. That's why we're in the situation we are now, because nobody wants to speak up and tell these people how wrong they're going, because you're afraid of death. You're going to die anyway. Either you're going to die in righteousness or you're going to die in unholiness, but you're going to die. So it's better for you to die in righteousness so you can live forever or unholiness. You know you're going to perish. Yeah, hell is waiting for all y'all. All right, well, choose the heathen ways. Waiting for you. And now our Lord and King, behold, we have truly acquainted thee with what we have seen concerning this child. If it seemed good to the king to give his father the value for this child. See? Now they want to pay him the money for the value. How are you going to put a value on a child? But let's continue on reading. No, let's continue on reading. So I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Yeah, because our people are wise. So anyway, if it seemed good to the king, give his father the value for this child. Now you're going to give money for the child? Okay. We will slay him before he shall grow up and increase in the land, and his evil increase against us. That we and our children perish through his evil. And they're doing the same thing right now. And that's what they're looking out for them and their children. That's why they're doing all this evil against the righteous nation, the righteous seed. Because they already know righteousness shall inherit earth, and there's no righteousness in them. And they're teaching their children how not to have righteousness. Because if they were teaching their children righteousness, then they wouldn't see all this evil rising up all over the world. They're in constant contact with these demons and the devil, and that's what they do. And they're killing your children, and they won't give you some money for a child. Come on, man. That's a nation that is strong. You don't know what that child will grow up to be. But they know this, that the child will grow up to be one of the kings to rule out that evil, that filthiness, and that wickedness that they are doing. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm here right now, and what I'm telling you about the evil and wickedness and the filthiness that they are still doing unto your children. And the same thing going to do to your grandchildren. Why do you think they sent them to one school where they can teach them all the evil, wicked tricks, and send you to another school, hoping that you be at it, so you can never accomplish nothing, and your mind be set on everything of this world, and you cannot see what they truly are doing. But the Lord God has made a way for us to sit still every covenant day, and you can see everything, and He'll show you everything what these people are doing. If you obey His voice and keep His commandments, show everything what Satan have these wicked people doing. All right. Anyway, well, I'm telling you what he did for me. Well, let me continue on. No, let me continue on. We will slay him before he grow up and increase in the land. And that's what they're doing right now. That's why they have the abortions and all that. I know I wasn't supposed to go there, but I'm here now. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, but I have to. Well, you know, that's how it is. Yeah. Well. Um. All right. Wait a minute. All right. Let me continue on. All right. So I'll get back to it because the truth is not going to change. It's not going to change. So that's why the abortions and everything, that's all over the world. They get you to hate your child. They get you to choose money over someone. I know it's born out of wedlock or whatever you want to say, but that's a child that's coming to the world. And you all know that child will grow up and what he's going to do or what he's going to be. You don't know that. And then, like I tell you, they always got, if this is up the law of God, he put that here for a reason, a purpose for everything under the sun. And they always got somebody that always would like to take care of a child. Always have somebody. You just have to find the right person. But it's their law of God to show you who they are. But anyway, so we will slay him before he shall grow up and increase in the land. And that's another thing. They have always have done this. So when you look at when he was trying to slay Jesus and when he was trying to slay us, when we said, Job put down that I told you what Job had done. Yeah, Job had counsel to Pharaoh to kill us, kill all the male child. Yes, well, nothing new that they was doing. Nothing new. But anyway, let's continue on. Well, you see they put in the water. So when you go read the book of Judah, when you go to this book here, the Apocrypha, and go, I have read it to Judah. And when you go to Judah, they tell you about everything that they try to do. Is when you go go to JASHER, when you go read about Pharaoh and all them, they tell you everything. Our father Reu, Moses' father-in-law told him. Yeah, before he told him. Yeah, well, why don't you leave those people alone? All I'm telling you the same thing, but they won't do it. And Nicodemus, I'll read that to you today. Hopefully I get to that today. But anyway, let's continue on. That you come in the terrible season. I told you, man, when this new year kick off, yeah, you ain't seen the storms and the hurricanes and everything like it's gonna be this year. And then from the areas on, yeah, storms gonna fall over here. Everything that you see gonna start happening. Because they were hard-headed and refused to hear, and still spending church, all that you need to do on earth, you gonna send something off planet. Come on, man. And you think your hater, who you deny, gonna let you do stuff like that and not do something? Right. Well, anyway, let's continue on. We will slay him before he shall grow up and increase in the land. That's what they're doing now. They always have done that. And his evil, increased against us. Now you know why Father Abraham didn't do that. That was before. That we and our children perish through his evil. Now, because they are doing evil and wickedness, and we know that we are righteous in the holy seed. And that wherever we go, we got holy angels. Well, now holy angels take care of this evilness. But what they got you to do to run behind silver, let me keep on reading to you. And now you're gonna see what they are doing. Yeah, well, let me continue on. You'll see. And the king heard their words, and they seemed good in his sight. And he sent and called for Terah, and Terah came before him. So that's another thing. When our father Solomon told us that, when the ruler is evil, know that all his servants are evil also. Yeah, that's the way the servants are. All right, so you can see that right here. All right, let's continue on. Okay. Why would you kill a child? I don't care what that child will grow up to be. Nah. Yeah, well, y'all didn't kill Hitler. Because y'all had a design plan. It's still in their plan, still working right now today. That's how they use Hitler to get back in the land. Lord, that was prophesied. I read it to you. I can't read no more. And the king said to Terah, I have been told that a son was yesternight born to thee. And after this manner was observed in the heavens at his birth. That would say, after this manner was observed in the heavens at his birth. And now therefore give me the child that we may slay him before his evil spring up against us. And I will give thee for his value thy house full of silver and gold. You see, that's what they want to give you, a house full of silver and gold. That's what they offered that. They told him, say, well, what we going to do, we going to, all those people that's born a certain time, We gonna make sure that we fix up their houses and things like that. Man, it's a damn lie. Because first of all, y'all have been taking over the construction field. That's what y'all have done. And so they don't have none of black people in the construction field. Now, let's continue on. None of the field. And then the pipe work and the iron work, we don't have people working in those fields, not enough anyway. Then on top of that, no, let me continue on. Then on top of that, you own the lumber mills, you own it all, and we own nothing. And then you're over the government in that situation, even though you might have a black police chief and you might have a black mayor, but behind the scenes, you are still pulling the string. You are the one calling the shot behind your money and the white people that you're associated. You're associated with him that give the loans from the bank. You're associated with him, the realtor. You're associated with all of them, and y'all have made it this way. So whatever y'all do, that y'all doing for us, that falseness, that falsehood you're doing up, you know that you're really doing it for yourself. Just like you got these pastors, preachers, teachers out there. I heard them again this morning. Well, God got the time set. I just have to bear with it until its time is set. And they'll come and tell you, say, well, bless the Jews, and God will bless you, knowing that there's some evil and wicked people. Why? Because you're white and they're white and y'all right. Y'all Esau children. That's the doctrine that y'all believe. Y'all not telling that, but that's the doctrine you believe. Then you come up there, I'm talking about Jonathan Bennett. That's his name, Venice, Jonathan Venice, Jewish voice. Then after he come up there, he tell you, partnership with me and pay me $30 a month. And I'm going to send you these candlesticks. And what are those candlesticks? Idols. That's what they are, idols. And I got another book stuff, I'm going to give you that. And it's going to show you how to, whatever you want to do. But anything will go to your creator. I want you to come to me. And when you come to me, I will teach you how to get silver and gold. Come to me, I will teach you how to serve the idols that I've served. That's what you do. Then you got the T.D. Jakes, and all of them doing the same thing. All of them do the same thing. Come on, partnership with us and buy our idols. And they talk about, no, that's not idol. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's an idol. You're going to have it sitting up there, and when it gets dust, you'll go there and blow the dust off. If it falls down, you got something knock it over, you're going to go in there and pick it up. Come on, man, I've been through all that foolishness too. Listening to Isaiah, we have God given the will and the way. That's what y'all doing. Because when you go to paragraph 27, you know that Beelzebub is over all that. But hopefully I'll get that today. But let me continue on. But anyway, because I was gone here, but when I heard that young lady say that, I know she was telling the truth. Yeah, she was telling the truth, said, talking about the house, y'all own everything. So y'all not doing nothing for y'all helping yourself. If y'all giving a grant program that's going to go to benefit y'all people, that's not going to benefit no black person. No way, no strong shape of that. Then you're going to have a certain setup that they're going to have to do certain things in order to get the money. And there's supposed to be some type of reparation. I know what it is. It's a damn lie that once again, y'all children are feeding the righteous people. But don't worry, we packing up. We about to leave, y'all. Yeah, the angels are getting ready. And now that trumpet gonna blow and we gonna be gone. We're going back into our land. And then what's gonna happen to y'all? All because y'all refuse to repent. Y'all still doing all that evil. You see all this evil and uprising going up, and you still going through that. That's a heathen. He refused to, refused to halt, refused to hear. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. So he tell our father Abraham, father Terah. And they tell him, he answered, said, King said unto him, my Lord and King, I have heard thy words, and I serve do all that his king desired. But my Lord and King, I will tell thee what happened to me yesterday, that I may see what advice the king would give to his servant. And then I will answer the king upon what he has just spoken. And the king said, speak. And Terah said to the king, Aaron and the son of Morah came to me yesterday night, saying, give me the great and beautiful horse that the king gave me. Now give him the silver and gold and the straw. I know I read this to you before. And I will give thee the silver and gold and the straw and the provider for his values. And I said, wait till I see the king concerning thy words, and behold, whatsoever the king said, that I will do. And now, my Lord and king, behold, I have made this thing known to thee, and the advice which my king would give unto his servant, that will I follow. Right. So let's continue on. Yeah. Because that's what they're doing. They're giving you this advice that's going to benefit them. And they think that we are fools. Yeah. Why? Because they're over the education system and they know they haven't educated us. That's why they can do this thing. They know that they're over the building system. They know they're over, I just heard that the other day. They're over all these systems that they put in place. So they know they're going to come out on top. No matter what you say, they're coming out on top. Yeah, oh yeah, no matter what you say, they're coming out on top. Why? Because they own everything. They're not going to give you nothing so you can start it from the time you grow up and bring it to the market and give it to the people. They're not going to do nothing like that. It's not in their heart to do so. And Jesus already told you. That's why they want you to get away from Jesus and call them by all these different names. Then you go running behind a different name and forget all about your creator. And that's what y'all doing. You're running behind to speak Hebrew in the Hebrew language and putting all these false gods and everything and calling it what they. We're going to take over that star, that demonic star, and now we are gods to our not. That don't work like that. And that's what y'all doing. And y'all doing all the heathen ways. Y'all still doing the same thing. But God, the God elect, know what you're doing. You can't deceive us. You can deceive the rest of them, but we know what you're doing. All right, well, let's continue on. I'm just telling you. Well, let's continue on. And and said, now, Lord and King, behold, I have made this thing known to thee. The advice which my king would give unto his servant, that will I follow. And the king heard the words of Terah, and his anger was kindled, and he considered him in the light of a fool. See? And that's what they're doing now. So when that young girl told that young girl, so say, no, that's not no reparation. You cannot pay for all the pain and suffering that our people have went through by getting some house fixed up that what you young own, and then after a while, well, I'll get to that. Yeah. Well, Lord God always have an angel there, and you always have an angel of righteousness to put in somebody's mouth to tell them exactly what they are doing and expose them for everything they are doing, and that's what you're supposed to do. But a lot of y'all don't want to speak up because you want the same thing that they want, and you don't care nothing about your people. You don't care nothing about your neighbor. You don't. All right. Lord God told us a man worse his enemies is on their own household. That's all right with Israel, and that's also with Esau. It's the same thing, and they don't see it. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. And the king answered Terah and said unto him, art thou so silly, ignorant, or deficient in understanding? You see? And that's what they think that you are. Why? Because they're the ones that had educated you, are supposed to have educated. So when they said that over 70% of the black population, what they call African American population, is illiterate, well, how would you know that? Unless you're the one who have done it. You see? Yeah, oh yeah, that's there. Then they're coming around and doing your same children the same thing. When you get a phone call and your daughter telling you about what her son going through, and he's at the 4th grade, you can easily tell him. Now you have to learn that all of them in cahoots together. Oh yeah, they're in cahoots together. The principal right along with the teachers, all of them in together. The school board is even in along with them. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because the school board wouldn't went along with them, then they wouldn't be able to do the things that they are doing. They wouldn't be able, you wouldn't have the bus. You have a school right there in your block, in your area, but you got to bus your child halfway across town. And they got a school right there where they can go at. You see, that's how you know all of them in cahoots together. And now you say, well, he's a black, yeah, he's black because you put him in there. But even though he's black, he wants to be like you. He wants everything like you, and he's going to do everything that you say do because he wants to be like you. And if that means taking advantage of his people, just like Jesus told, a man worse his enemies in their own household. If that means to them take advantage of his people, he will do it. Yeah, oh yeah, with a couple of them. I know them personally. Well, not personally, but I know them. Oh yeah, I know them. I'm just telling you, I know them. I know of them, put it that way. I know of their people. And one I know personally, another one I know of his people. And that's what they're doing. All right. That's what they want. And you hear when they bend their tongue and look at him and he sounds a different way to bend his tongue, well, you get away from that person. But that person don't mean you no good. He's all out for himself. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Just letting you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's see. He say, deficient in understanding. To do this thing, to give that beautiful horse for silver and gold, even for straw and, let's say, provender. Because that's what you're going on now. They want you to sell away everything. Now they know they have, like Satan had told Father Adam, said, when I have said something and I did, when have I ever done that? And that's how Satan children are. They'll tell you one thing, but they ain't gonna never come up. All them peace treaties that they have given over to my God, my dad's people, all those many years, how many of them have they kept? All those promises that they have made to our slave, to our forefathers who was in slavery and Jim Crow and all those different things. How many of those promises have you kept? Them checks always came back with what? Insufficient funds. Yeah, and so now just like you expecting them right now with this vaccine go out for it to go well, it's not going to go well with your partner. And then whatever respiration they have planned for you, they got a plan behind that plan to take it all the way back from. And so when they say reparation and everything, leave that alone. Just say, I'm leaving it alone. Let them work that foolishness out, because in the end, we're going to have it all anyway. As long as we do what's right and obey his voice, that is his promise unto, as I just finished reading, a prophecy unto you. It's all about prophecy. Why? The law of God cannot lie. All right, well, we will see. Let's continue on. Yeah, well, and what is silver? Yeah, it say, art thou so short of silver and gold that thou should do this thing? Because thou cannot obtain straw and provide a provender of to feed thy horse. And what is silver and gold to thee? Straw and provided that thou should give away thy fine horse which I gave thee. Like which is there, see, like which there is none to be had on the whole world. You see? And so you supposed to just give up the reparation for that little thing that they're giving you, and not seeing the grand picture that the whole world owes the seed of Abraham, that seed that was enslaved, that's the 400 years, 7 generation seed, how much they owe us, and you're gonna just give it up on that? Come on, man. On a house that's that you're gonna die and have to get rid of, it's gonna go old and it's gonna fall apart. And every time you look around, you got to do something for it to keep it up. That's the way it is. I live in one, and I'm telling you how it goes. All right. Anyway, and then on top of that, they'll get the money back in taxes. Yeah, you got to pay your house tax. Then they'll get it back in flood insurance. They'll get it back in homeowners insurance. And you think you give them something that's a reparation? Huh? You're being a damn fool. There you being a damn fool, and let you do. Just like they gave that woman $27 million for George Floyd. And how much of that money gonna bring your child back? How much? And everything, something that you bought from that money, he's gonna come to a mind. And you might just break down and cry every time. I hope you don't, but yeah, oh yeah, because that's a shame what they have done. Then on top of that, they're prolonging that man from going, prolonging for him going to jail. And when they do that, they're looking for a way to get him off. They're looking for that to die down, and then people forget about it and they can come on easy in there. Just like with this reparation thing. Oh yeah, they're gonna put something out there and wait for you to come back with a reply. And when that reply comes back that you want some type of money, then they're gonna make a deal with that. Because anything that you say is gonna be short of what they owe you. Yeah? Well, yeah, they're gonna go ahead and make it. They're all the politicians. The law of God came to all the boys and said, Republican and Democrat, both of them the Broadway. See, they're in cahoots together. Are they not all of Esau children? Yes. So all of them in cahoots together, man. All right, well, you wait on thinking something different. There's a lot of people gonna go out and say, well, I want that, I want that. You'll never get it. We're asking people who got the 40, if they ever got the 40 acres and the mule. All right, anyway, let's continue. And the king left all speaking. Terah answered the king, saying, like unto this has the king spoken to his servant. I beseech thee, my lord and king, what is this which thou didst say unto me, saying, give thy son that we may slay him, and I will give thee silver and gold for his value. What should I do with silver and gold after the death of my son? So what you should do with the silver, you give him the reparation. So what you gonna do with it after you get the reparation? Well, let's find out about it. Let's continue on and say, what should I do with the silver and gold after the death of my son? Who shall inherit me? Surely then at my death, the silver and the gold will return to my king who gave it. See? And so all that they're giving you gonna return where? Gonna return right back to that city or that government or whatever, because they have set it up that way. Yeah. Now, if you was in charge, your government and system was in charge, would be different. But their government is in charge. That's why the Lord God told you. That's why the Lord God told you, say, yeah, vengeance is mine, I shall repay. So this reparation, all that, man, get out your feet. Get that out your head, because you're not going to get what is due to you, what is owed to you. That's why we go to Apocalypse of Father Abraham, and this right here, in this book right here, that's why you say, I have prepared, preordained, prepared for the heathen. Beforehand, passing over the 12 hours of the earth, here I had divorced to thee, shall it come to pass. The 10 plagues, that's what we have preordained for them. All right. Yeah, that's what we have prepared. See, I will tell you thee, because thou hast sought to see the 10 plagues which I have prepared for the heathen. And see, they tried to get rid of some of that was coming down on, but they can't get rid of that. They can't. Now, let's step forward. Let's keep going. Well, because first of all, he got a place that's already prepared for us. And he coming and get us, as I have read to you, he come and get us and bring us to that place that he have already prepared for us. All right, well, you got to clean that land off. He said, I will show it to you. I'll read that to you. That's why I bring upon the generation of men to be upon it on account of provocation and the corruption of this creature, because that's what they promised, because they had corruption. All right. And whereby they provoke me. And then shall righteous men of thy seed be left. Say, then shall righteous men of thy seed be left, and the number which is kept secret by me hastening in the glory of my name, to a place prepared beforehand for them, which thou sawest devastated in the picture. So they got a place beforehand that, man, leave them people alone, let them carry all that. Yeah, wait for your Lord God to work out the reparations. Keep your mouth shut. Anyway, then this we say, the conclusion. Our father Abraham, this is what we talk about, Abraham, right? Same one they're trying to kill right now. All right. See, therefore, Abraham, see, lo, the 7 generations shall go with thee, and they shall go out into a strange land. They will enslave them and ill treat them. Have they not done all that to us? Yes. And they're still doing it. That's what this reparation about. It ain't about pat and fail, which is about them continue on evil treating you, continue on keeping you enslaved. All right. All right. As it was the hour of the age of ungodliness. So all that's rising up, you see the hour, you see all ungodliness. But let's continue on. But that nation who they shall serve, I will judge. That's what he said. That's what he telling them. And so that's Father Abraham. That's the Most High told them, Father Abraham. All that what he's gonna do unto them, because the way he's done for us, and what you ask for reparation, that when our king come back, he'll make sure that they give us everything what is owed unto us. All right. And so you gone with that. I agree with the young lady. Tell him, say, no. Can't you begin to pay all that what you're doing for us? You guys change your whole government system all the way around the world, and you're not ready for it today. No, they got to get rid of all that which we have gotten off our backs and which you still receiving. You're not willing to do that. You're not willing to change your democratic system, even wicked system. You're not willing to do that. But don't worry, we got somebody that's willing to do it for us. Oh, yes, he's going to do it. Believe me, he's going to do it. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Now, well, you're going to see. And when the king heard, I said, they say, who shall inherit me? Surely then at my death, the silver gold will return to my king who gave it. So all this house and land that they want to give you reparation for, that's going to return back unto them. Yeah. And now they're doing it now. They getting your children, they're dumbing your children down and got your children running behind everything and being uneducated, running behind balls and women and clothing and silver and gold and all that. Still running behind the creator and worshiping the creator so they can get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And the power that he wants to give unto us. They don't want that. Because everything else, Jesus already told you. That was of the earth, gonna stay on the earth. All right. You'll see when all those, when those meteorites and everything be falling down from the sky, you're gonna know why. Anyway, let's continue on. And when the king heard the word of Terah and the parable which he brought concerning the king, it grieved him greatly, and he was vexed at this thing, and his anger burned within him. And so that's what's going to happen now. Yeah, when that young lady told him, "No, we ain't accepting that. That's nowhere near what we need for a reparation." Now they're going to be mad everywhere, and they're going to seek how to destroy her and bring her down. Well, don't worry about me. They've been trying to do that. They can't do nothing till my time comes, just like they couldn't do Jesus nothing till his time came. Or none others for them until their time came. All right, but this time it's going to be different. And they can put their hands on them if they want them, but they're going to be sorry. The whole world going to be sorry. The whole world going to know. You watch and see. Well, anyway, and so that's what the burn them and anger them, because she told them what they had. She just didn't debunk all that what they're about to do. And I'm telling you that she is right, and showing you in the word of God that she is right. All right. And the king said to Terah, "No, but I will purchase thy younger son for a price." And Terah answered the king, said, "I beseech thee, my lord the king, to let thy servant speak a word before thee, and let the king hear the word of his servant." And Terah said, "Let my king give me 3 days till I consider this matter with myself and consult with my family concerning the words of my king." And he pressed the king greatly, and he agreed to that. But I'm cutting it off there. Yeah, because, man, all this going down and you just going the same thing, man. That is Jericho. All right, Jericho. Let those free trials give you a month. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what they're doing. They give you the free trials for a month. The next thing you know, they hit your credit card and your financial statement. Man, where's this coming from? Let me tell you what happened to me. But the people are locked up in jail now. Yeah, some I bought the pills long time ago when they first came out with that, doing that. And so your buyer said, "Well, we'll give you this pill for 60 days and like that." Boy, the next thing you know, boy, they charged like $70 to my credit card. Them people in jail now. But I'm telling you what they did. Yeah, and I tried all my best to get that off. They wouldn't let it get off. Or they wouldn't. Because the bank and all that, they didn't go together. They said that is the law. All right. I was just talking to a clerk at the gas station. He told me his company would give me $100 to take it back. That's what they're going to do. I told you that's what they're doing. But they're going to have those preachers and teachers. When that don't work, then they're going to be offering money. Just like, man, people, it's not about everything they give to you, they're going to give it back. That's for you to put into the economy. That $400 they gave you, $600, $300. Where is that money at now? Can you go put it in the bank and save it? You got to use it, Pop. And so that's what they already know about that. All right. Well, anyway, Jericho, go to this book here because you have tried. Yeah, go. I hope the people read other books. See, in this book, they got 3 books. Thomas, Mary, and John. So go to the Acts of John. And when you go to the Acts of John, and point blank tell you why these people don't have no power and no strength. Because they're running behind money, they're running behind the God of mammon. And if you're running behind the God of mammon, that's why you don't have the power to heal. No, because you're running behind the God of mammon. All right, here we go. This is page 7. It said, But the riches of these mighty works they cannot have. The riches of these mighty works they cannot have who have desired to have earthly wealth. And that's why you got these pastors preaching to you. That's why they tell you, preaching that prosperity gospel. Yeah, because long as you run behind that, you cannot have the power that God has been given unto. The power that God wants. Go read about it. All the prophets and everything, when they came and dead, healed, or whatever they done for that person, they didn't take the money from that. They did, and they retained their power. But the minute they start taking money for it, all their power left all of them. That's what happened to me too, by repenting. All right. Well, anyway, let me continue on with this. Finally, when ye yourselves went unto the sick and called upon the name of Jesus Christ, they were healed. You did drive out devils and restore light to the blind. Behold, this grace is taken from you. Because you're running behind money. And it was taken from me too. But I couldn't see that. No, because I listened to those pastors and preachers and teachers. And I thought I was doing the right thing. Not obeying the voice of God. And then when I went there, I told you I had that little boy there. And he had a slick tongue. I know all I do is say some words and heal him. Boy, when I said that, I could heal that boy, my heart dropped. Yes, it did. I know I had to die. Yeah, I know. It was taken away from me. All right, even though I was speaking in the spirit, didn't have it. All right. All right. And say, he did drive out devil and restore light to the blind. Behold, this grace is taken from you. You are become wretched, who were mighty and great, and was as there was such fear of you upon the devils that you and were at their and whereas there was such fear of you upon the devils, because I can tell you how the devils feel. And at your bidding, they have left the men who they possess. Say, fear upon you. That's how it reads, man. I can't change that. And whereas there was such fear of you upon the devils, that at your bidding they left the men whom they possess. Now you will be in fear of the devils. And so that's what a lot of y'all now. Y'all in fear of the vaccine there. Y'all in fear of the devil. But he that loveth money is the servant of mammon. For he that loveth money is the servant of mammon. And mammon is the name of the devil who is set over carnal gains. Mammon is the name of the devil who is set over carnal gains, and is the master of them that love the world. Yeah? I can go on more, but I'm not going there. No, I'm not going there, man. I'm just telling you, man, don't fall for the old okey doke, man. All that reparation, just get your name. I'm Israel, I'm God's chosen people. And just let it go, because let's go there. Let's go find out what's going on with us. Yeah, because we are special people, man. I tell you that all the time, man. I tell you, it's not just about when you start obeying the voice of God, man, the knowledge and wisdom and understanding. So when these people come out with these little tricks and things, you see right clear through it. All right. Deuteronomy chapter 7. Now, I'm not going to read all this to you, but I'm going to read some of it to you. Yeah, because you need to know. Deuteronomy chapter 7. When I read this here, I took all the mitres out of my house. I went to this house and took it all out, partner. All off the wall, stuff down, antiques and everything. Got rid of all of that. I threw it away, burnt it up. That's what I did. I had a good fight. Yeah, all that stuff I was saving and everything. All right. All right. All the things that I had, and this not no idol, nothing. I had the cards when certain people was born, like my niece, the year that she was born, the year that my daughter was born, and stuff like that. Yeah, because I know as time goes on, you start forgetting those type of things. You do. You start forgetting those type of things. All right. So I have the cards for that, but it's not no collection or nothing like that. Just few little cards. This one was born on this day. That was born in that year. Because my daddy, he died at 105, and how he said, this is how he told me. I'm just telling you how he told me. And he knows his birthday thing, but he told me, he said when he was born, That's the first time the riverboat flew. First time the riverboat came down the Mississippi on the day he was born. That's what he told me. All right, and so that's how they keep up. If you go look at like the birth certificate when I was born, and they have Negro on there. Then they have all the children that was born until my mom's, and they have all the children that passed that she had. They have all that on that birth certificate. But you go look at a birth certificate now and see what they have on. Yeah, that's them. They're being slick. Yeah, they're being very slick. But anyway, let's continue on. But they ain't gonna pay for all that. Let's continue on. But thus shall you do. Let's see. Wait a minute. We're going starting at verse 4. For they turn away from thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. For they will turn, this way he said, neither should thou make marriage with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. So, but they're doing it in the marriage and in that racial thing. But that's not about, it's about God. When you start marrying people do not believe in God. And then all of a sudden you learn all their ways. Now you don't believe in God. Go ask Tiger Woods then. Talking about Buddhists. Oh, I believe in Buddha. He don't believe, and that's why he has all these problems and everything. But if he was to repent and give his heart to Christ, Jesus, then all that what he had would start changing. But he don't want to do that. You don't. You got Tina Turner talking about she served Buddha and all like that. You're not gonna make it, baby. You don't see. It might be going well for you right now, but sooner or later, you're gonna have to answer. And God will permit you to do all that. Why? Because you know he don't want you there in the beginning. No, you don't want him, and he doesn't want you. All right. But they will turn away thy son from following me, see? And they may serve other gods. So will the anger of thy Lord be kindled against you and destroy thy son. So I have read that to you. Yeah, because that's during Moses' time. And so the testament of Solomon, that's later on. And what Solomon did, he went behind these other gods, other women, what they did. They turned his heart away from God. Oh, I did the same thing too. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's what you do. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. Yeah, you think watching no pornography and porno and all that not have an effect on you? It does. It does have an effect upon you. And what you do? All right, you stop serving your Creator. You start doing all that wicked and evil acts. Oh yes, I did. I'm lying to you. All right. For they will turn. All right, they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods, and will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee son. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, break down their images, cut down their groves, and burn the graven image with fire. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be special people unto himself above all the people that are on the face of the earth. And see, that's what y'all have been lost, that we are special people unto himself. But don't worry, because if you go read the book of Jubilee, the first and second chapter of Jubilee, it explains to you right there in those 2 chapters, explain to who you are, why you are, and the things that are going to come up on. It tells you that. All right. Go read it. Go read it and find out, man. All right. Because all my life, man, I didn't start getting this till when I got up in age, man. And all the time I was in the Seventh-day Adventist church and Baptist church and all that, and had never heard of them books. And have never, and gone to Sabbath school and Sunday school and gone to the colleges and universities and all that, and never heard of it. And then all of a sudden, all of a sudden, see, it's a covenant, keep my covenant. And then once I start keeping this covenant, then he started giving it all to me. And I started being this boy, and it started coming in like floodgates. I mean, it started rushing in. Like when I be sitting down here, now I be hearing them chat and doing their demon acts against me. But man, that everything that he has given me comes in like a floodgate. It goes from jump from one book to the next book. That's found in this book. That's found in the Apocrypha. That's found in the book of Enoch. That's found in the Testament of Solomon. That's just how fast. how much it be coming in. Yes, it does, man. I'm telling you. Man, go enjoy it, man. Enjoy it, brother. I mean, you really can enjoy it, bro. I'm telling you. It's something to be enjoyed, man. This is, all right. Anyway, it's something really to be enjoyed, bro. Anyway, let's go. I used to watch, I traveled. And I used to watch the sunset in different places, but to really, and I didn't know, I thought I was enjoying it, but once I came to here and started keeping everything and doing as they say, and learn how to pray while the sun rises and find out the significance of you praying while the sun rises, everything changes. Learn the significance of you praying while the sun sets, everything changes. When you learn the significance of burning frankincense and myrrh, this on here, not by might nor by power. That is on Deuteronomy chapter, Malachi chapter 1, verse 11. And man, everything is going to change. And I enjoyed it much, much more because I know the meaning behind it. And I know, man, I'll get that too. We're going to have that talk. We're going to have it. Yeah, and none of that foolishness talk what they're telling me about. But anyway, let's continue on. Okay. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thy Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people. What? Chosen thee. That ain't not say, man, come over here. No. He had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all the people that's upon the face of the earth. I just finished reading that to you. When he chose our father Abraham, he told Father Abraham, that's them telling everything that Father Abraham was going to do before he was even born. All right. The Lord did not, the Lord, well, before he even grew up, just put it that way, because he had been born, but he had, he wasn't even a day old. He wasn't. And the Lord did not set his love upon, you, nor chose you because you were more in number than any people, for you was the fewest of all people, as we are now. And they tell you how many percentage of those people are in the United States, because right now in New Orleans. And so they're gonna get out there, and this is the campaign to get all black people to get that vaccine. Now, in other time, when you have monies out there and special events out there, and you give the white people everything, and now all of a sudden you love us so much that you're gonna give us this vaccine, y'all not questioning that. And then they got all these people that think they have a right to me, just like the people came out of Egypt, was those who was those who was over our people in Egypt. And they came out, they wanted to go back to Egypt. In Egypt, there was somebody. Talking about those same people right now, the mayors and the lawyers and all those people in New Orleans that think is somebody when they're not. And they get them out there and show them, oh, y'all need to take a shot. Then they got the Zulu Club. Oh, 17 people died, 17 of our members died in the Zulu Club. Well, they got no business being in the Zulu Club in the beginning. So right there show you that they're wicked and evil. When they gone, nah, bro, I'm mourning over them. I'm not mourning over them. All right, I don't know what their people, who they were, what they was doing, what they wasn't doing. I don't know anything about it. And then you got them, and everybody mourning for them. They wanted to take a shot. Then you got the mayor. She wanted to take the vaccine. So now all of a sudden y'all love us? You don't love me because my street had been regular and everything. And for the many years, but as soon as somebody white come in there, now you got to fix the streets. Soon as they fix the school, been tearing down. Now people have many children around our neighborhood that need to go to that school, as my child did. And our school right now, you bust my child way over on the other side of town. That's what you did. And you want me to take this vaccine and believe and trust in you? All right, well, then I'm just a light fool, as I just finished reading to you. Yeah, that's what they're doing, man. And these people don't love you, man. All that is to get, you know what, let me go in there a little deeper. I don't care, I'm going in there a little deeper. When those Christians came over, spread out the Catholic Church, spread out all over the world, what they did. First, they sent the Catholic Church in there to dumb the people down and get the people in fear and everything. Then after they sent the Catholic Church, then next they did what? They sent other people in there for to kill them and take everything over. That's what they did. And they're doing it right now. They're trying to do it to Africa right now. You see all these people like the Believer's Voice and Joyce Myers and T.D. Jakes. I don't know. I've seen Jennifer Plan. All of them going to Africa. Why are y'all going to Africa? To do the same thing. First, it's all those missionaries in Africa. Then after missionaries come in Africa, then they're going to send all the rest of them over there to steal the resources. That's their plan. They do them just like doing Africa, like they done America. But they know America about to be wiped off. That's what they did. That's what they plan on doing. I'm just telling you what they plan on doing, man. And that's why I said, man, the law of God showed me that they was doing. The same thing they done in Africa, just like they done to America. And all they want to do is go there and steal those people's resources. That's what they want to do. All right, they're doing it. That's why you got all the missionaries over there. And the people been over there for centuries. The people don't need y'all to go over there and tell them what they need to do and stuff. That's a big false, man. All right, anyway, let's continue on. It's not going to work. The end is here. Well, anyway, let's see. Let's continue on. Just tell you what's going on, man. The Lord did not set his love upon you or not chose you because you were more in number. For ye were the fewest of all the people. And like I told you one, like I said, I'll give you the numbers. So they got New Orleans is 60%, the blacks in New Orleans is 60% of the population. But 72%, but 72% are dying of the COVID vaccine. That's what they put out there. Come on, man. That's a lie, bro. That's a lie. That is a lie. And then what they want to do, they want all the black people to get vaccinated. Why? Why? Okay, well, y'all go ahead and get that fallen DNA in you, and then you're going to really see why. People don't love you, man. Just like I just been reading to you, they've been trying to kill us. And Jesus told you that what they're trying to do. So don't take the mark of the beast. Don't worship the beast. Don't even have nothing to do with it. That's what y'all doing. Y'all going to pay? Go ahead on and get that vaccine. When you look at those people that take it back, you look right around the eyes. You can see that darkness around the eye. You can see that darkness around their lips. And you can see that glow that human has that left them. They might not see it, but I see it. Yeah, I can see it. But anyway, let's continue on. But because the Lord loved you, I tell you all the time, what the Lord loves us. And because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, and the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand. So that's same oath that he swore to our father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all our rest of the fathers. He's keeping that. Right now today, he's still keeping that. And we're at the end of our journey. We're at the end of the 7th generation. Matter of fact, we're at the end of the last 3 years, man. We're in the final of the last 3 years. We're in the final of that, man. And then he's going to raise up. But who coming next? Who coming next? All right, the false Messiah, they coming. Oh, yeah, you're going to see all that in where? In Jerusalem. Keep watching. That's the prophecy. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. Why? The Lord God cannot lie. And he tells you, he said, wait for it. This shall come. All right. But anyway, because the Lord loved you, because he will keep his oath which he has sworn unto your fathers. And that's why he said, I will send you Elijah to turn your horse back to the fathers, for the horse back to the children. Why? Because our fathers left everything that they was going to, as I just been reading, everything they was going to do unto us, everything that was going to happen unto us, to see all the foolishness, see every deceitful trick, the cunning adversary was going to do against you, just like I just finished reading to you. And so all of that is written down. That's why they don't want you to have these different books. That's why they don't want you to seek out the word of God and keep it in the Holy Bible, King James Version, so they can regurgitate the same thing over and over and over again. And you never come out to the full knowledge of the truth. Never find out where these oaths started from. Just like I read this oath and he swore to our Father Abraham, which is that oath. I just finished reading that to you. And how you going to do what? Okay, well, go to the book of Enoch, the same thing in the book of Enoch. And all our fathers tell us basically the same thing, just like I just finished reading to the Acts of John. And what did the Acts of John tell you? All that's the same. They don't want you to have that. No, but they want you to fall for the education stuff that they have to give. Man, little weak stuff. Now I had to educate myself. The Lord, yeah. And then the little bit I got, I had to give it to myself. And then after that, when I obeyed his voice and kept his commandments, then he gave me what I really needed. All right. Anyway, well, when you go read the Testament of 12 Patriarchs, or read the book of JASHER, as I just read, it uncovers a lot of mysteries the Lord God has for us, His chosen people. But we don't have that because they what? They keep us locked in the Holy Bible, then they can do it, twist it any way they want. And you never get the full knowledge, never come to the full knowledge of truth. All right. But anyway, let's continue on. Had the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondage from the hand of the Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, as He's going to do again. Know therefore the Lord thy God, He is God, the faithful God, which keepeth the covenant and mercy with them that love Him and keep His commandments to 1,000 generations. And so that's what it's about. Are you keep His covenant? Are you keep His commandment? No. That's why we're in the situation that we are in now. And people, now that time is ended, but what our people want to do, our people still want reparation, silver and gold, vaccines and all that, still everything but obey the voice of their creator. Everything to keep the Lord God commandments, everything to keep His holy covenant. That if we live in, He will perform all the oaths, just like He told our fathers He would do. And you know God cannot lie. But let's continue on. Let's read the next verse. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 10. Let's just read that. And repay them that hate Him to their face. Let's say what? And repay them that hate Him to their face. And what? To destroy them. And repay them that hate Him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hated Him. He will repay him to his face. That's the Lord God telling you going to do. That's why you're worried about getting repaid for reparation. And don't worry about that. The Lord God going to make you pay for that. As I read to you in the Apocalypse of Elijah, Apocalypse of Father Abraham. All of them tell you how these people got to pay for everything which they have done unto us. I'm going to be a little wild with it, man, because I have to go to Nicodemus. Like I told you, the Passover is coming up. And what we're doing, we're keeping this covenant and we're keeping this holy commandment. Why? Because we love doing it. Not just because He's going to do certain things, but we love doing it. We love, I love it, man. I love my, no. When I was in those church houses, man, I didn't love God. No, I didn't. I said I was loving Him, but I wasn't loving Him because how you show love, you keep His commandments, keep His holy covenant. And then you fall in love with Him. So I fell in love with Him. Man, I love everything that He has always done to our people. Even though we're in this captivity, I love it because I know what's going to happen in the end. All right, you'll see. Keep watching. All right, so He's going to repay them face to face. So don't worry about that. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgment which I command thee this day to do them. That's what He said. Wherefore it come to pass, if ye will hearken to these judgments and keep and do them, the Lord thy God shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which He sware unto the fathers. And so that's what He's doing now. All right. All right. Then y'all can go read the rest. The rest is the blessings. Go ahead and read the rest. All right. Anyway. Now I'm not finished because we have to go to Nicodemus. We have to go back there. Because the Lord God is showing us that these people plan to kill us. The Jews, they plan on killing us. That's who own everything. All right, you don't think the Jews own everything? Esau children own everything? Go read about it. The record companies, the television stations, the clothing companies. Go just read who owns all of that, man. Okay. All right, anyway. Then you got those people over there waiting on the false Messiah. Then you got Benjamin Netanyahu. He's gonna win again. Yeah, he's gonna win again. And then how he's been vaccinated over half of that country, 5 million people. Wanting to vaccinate 6 million people. And then that's where the wicked one's gonna show up in Jerusalem. All that's prophecy. You know that they cannot lie. Why do you think they want to kill Israel? Why do you think they want to kill God's chosen people so bad? Why do you think they want you to have that vaccine so bad? Oh man, that's to kill you. That's to take over. And they have always have done that. And they know what? Well, we can't kill them outright because somebody's going to say something. But do it little bit by little bit by little bit, as they have always done. But now that time is up. Yeah, that time is up. And now they're desperate. That's a desperate act. Well, we're going to give them some type of reparation. And we're going to say that we're going to fix their houses for a certain year, a certain time, for certain people. That's a desperate act. That's a sign of desperation. Don't fall for it. This man, woman said, man, woman said, no. Yeah, because all that going back to them. Like I told you again, they own all the companies. Yeah, when you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, the lumber companies, wherever you go, they own it. Go to the piping company, plumbing company, they own it. And then they have, yeah, they own it. You might have 2 or 3 little people there who are, telling you might have 2 or 3 people there who have licensed plumber, licensed electrician, but the majority of them, yeah, well, those unions, who own, who in it? All right. But anyway, no, come on, let's go. We gotta go to Nicodemus. Gotta go to Nicodemus because this is it, man. You gotta go to Nicodemus, bro. All right, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Just that this book, this thing works a certain way, and I have to do it that certain way. All right, so we're going to Nicodemus. Because y'all have to keep, y'all, this about, if you keep this commandments, holy covenant, what do you say? Keep the Passover. Why? To remember that what? We once was slave in Egypt. And how he going to come and get us like he came and got us the first time out the land of the iron bondage, out the iron furnace. With a mighty hand outstretched arm. This is what this is about. And so you're in the 3rd year, and you say the 3rd year I'll raise you up. Why? Because we're keeping the Passover, we're keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread, we're keeping the Feast of Tabernacle, we're keeping the Feast of the First Fruit. We're doing all those things. And the Lord God had a time set. Now that time is over. He told the 1st year you shall hear a rumor, the 2nd year you shall hear a rumor, the 3rd year what? He coming. So we there. We there now. Man, I ain't talking about coming like they talking about, oh, you coming down, you're going to break the sky and all like that. Not like that. I told you, go read the Apostles of Father Elijah. Go read the book of Joel, one of the prophets. Go read it, and they tell you how you come to get. All of them tell you the same thing. I know, I skipped. I know I was supposed to go to Revelation. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to Revelation. Because he's going to destroy, he got to destroy all this evil and wickedness. Man, we are holy people. And he can't let us stay in this filth because one of the reasons why he destroyed the Solomon war, we already read that. But we know that Lot was there, and Lot was vexed with those spirits. Oh yeah, they vexed him. Yeah, go see it. And so if you stay in this land, man, a lot of people out there, you think mentally ill. But why are they mentally ill? Why are they mentally ill? A lot of them think mentally ill, they got demons in them. And they vex for everything they see or something that can happen. All right. So let's continue. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. Then Pilate left Jesus in the hall and went out to the Jews and said, I find not anyone fault in Jesus. And the Jews said to him, but he said, I can destroy this temple and 3 days build it up again. Pilate said to them, what sort of temple is that of which he's speaking? Now we also know when you go to the book of Adam and Eve, I read that too. You know why Jesus had to fulfill that prophecy that he had gave to Adam and Eve. When Satan tried to kill him with that big stone. All right, so you know Jesus had to fulfill that prophecy. That's the part of the prophecy. Pilate said to them, what sort of temple that which he speaketh? And the Jews said to him, that which Solomon was 46 years in building. And he said he would destroy it in 3 days to build up. But you got to also understand when Solomon was building that temple, who was helping Solomon to build that temple? The demons, the fallen angels. Pilate said to them again, I am innocent from the blood of that man. Do you look? Yeah, do ye look to it? And so he said innocent. So when you go to the letter of Ortiz, you find out that when the priest and everything was getting ready to write, they would always go wash their hands. Go read the letter of Ortiz and find out why Pilate washed his hands. To say that he had no fault. He's innocent. All right. The Jews said to him, his blood be upon us and our children. So that's why right now today, the blood of Jesus is still upon their hand. That's why right now today, they do not believe in Jesus. Their children. And they're waiting for their Messiah to come. But Lord God is merciful and kind. He still gave them salvation. He gave salvation over to everybody, to the Muslim, Hindu, Sunnis, or whatever. I know I don't call all these different sects and religions. I don't know all the different ones. But Islamics, the Sunnis, the Hindus, the Tutsis, all of them, I don't care what, get out of that religion, get out of that denomination, get out of those, get out of all that, man. That is not of your creator, that's of man. And what's going to happen? Anything of man going to do what? Going to have you out there shedding innocent blood. And you're going to put yourself in hell. All right? Tell you, get out of all that stuff, man. Get out of those religions. Get out of those denominations. Get out of those churches. Get out of them, man. You are the church. You are perfect in every way. All we have to do is serve our Creator by what? Get baptized in His name, keep His holy covenant, keep His commandments. Do it, obey His voice. That's how we. All right, right. Anyway, you go ahead and believe like you want to believe, but all this is happening to you. You can't see all this happening to you, that you have no power. All right. Anyway, why? Because he tell you, bless the Jews and God gonna bless you. So allow y'all to send y'all money over there to Israel and that piece of dirt. Well, what type of blessing have you got? Allow y'all been Muslims and Hindus and Islamics and everything, and what happened? More bloodshed. That's what's happening. All right, then they got y'all bound in internment camps and talking about restructuring and all that. Come on, man. The United States doing it all, so they just do it more underhanded than the rest. All right, but they say one thing and do another. Just like when the people, Chinese guy told them the other day, and Putin them told them the same thing. Well, why? Say y'all worried about us, but y'all what y'all doing to the black Americans over there in y'all country? They couldn't say nothing, but they know. They know. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. Pilate said to them, I am innocent for the blood of that man. Do ye look to it? The Jews said, his blood be upon us and our children. Pilate called together the elders and the scribes, the priests and the Levites, and said unto them privately, Do not act thus. I have found nothing in your charge against him concerning his curing a sick person and breaking the Sabbath worthy of death. Now, understand this here, just like I just been reading to you the Acts of John. So, one of the main reasons why they're mad, just like right now, the prophets and the teachers and all them, well, you're not running to them no more. You're not puffing them up because you see that they don't have no power. And you're not giving them no money and everything so they can continue on with their lives and all that thievery and everything that they're doing. And so yeah. And so you become righteous and holy and everything. And that righteousness and holiness is what? Contagious. And they're going to go to somebody else. And a lot of people going to do that. And then what? They're going to see their bank accounts and all that get low and everything. And what they're going to want to do? Well, we're going to have to do something about this. Yeah, because now all that is of what? It falls to the devil. And they like to be pumped up and proud and walk around in fine raiment and everything. I seen this morning on CBS Morning News. They had this old woman. She's 82 years old. And she talked about she have all her fine raiment and her jewelry and her big old hat. I don't care how old she is. If she's sinning, she needs to repent. And God, I would be the same way up in age with my hats on, my fine raiment going straight to hell. And nobody telling me that what I'm doing is wrong. Everything she's doing is of her father, the devil. Everything she's doing is of Azazel. She have on a big wide brim and all them different colors. And she have on her jewelry and her makeup on. And she's 82 years old. And none of that she's doing is of the law of God. Ask her how many people she healed in the time that she been. Ask her how many people she brought back to life in the time of it. Even though she won't bring back, but ask her how many people she been healed in the time that she's been on this earth during 82 years. Ask her. Come on, man. And these people been in the church, ask her how many she can, I tell you how many she can tell you what churches she have been going to, what pastors she have been under. She can tell you that. All right, anyway, let's continue on. No, because Lord God warned these people. And that's why we're in the situation we're right in now. Because the same grandmother, whoever she is, she gonna go right along with the white folks, whatever they say, the Jews or whoever they say, she gonna go right along with them. And you come in with the truth and she gonna do what? Beat you down. Talk about you in all type of indignant ways. And thinking that she's doing the right thing. Come on, man. That's why this brother Jericho talking about his family with their prosperity gospel. He trying to teach his people the truth and the truth, show them the true way of God. And what do you think they're doing unto him? What do you think they're doing back behind his back unto the children? Because my grandchildren do the same thing. I'm trying to tell them right and what the moms do. Give them the little toys, the little transforming toys. That ain't nothing but a Satan toy. And then you got these electronic devices that they always own. And then you're going to wonder why all this, the children is such always in a hateful mood, always into an irrational mood. And you're going to want to know why? Okay. That's why you got so many children grow up, they have mental problems. So many children grow up, you can't give them the work to do nothing, staying at home on a video game. Why? Because that's a Zazel technology. It's demon technology. And if you don't have Jesus in your heart, a covenant, circumcised heart, to cast these demons out, that's what Jesus is telling you. When you cast these demons out, you're breaking what? The spells and the enchantments that they have over. All right, well, you go ahead on. Y'all know more than Christ. Keep on. That's why these pastors, preachers, buy my book, buy my CD. Then you find yourself still struggling with adultery, still struggling with fornication, still struggling with obesity, still struggling with your gambling habits, still struggling with your buying habits. And you want to know why you've been in the church house, you've been a Christian all these many years. Come on, man. Or Muslim all these many, Hindus all these many years. And you can't find out why, right? Now you go ahead on there. All right. Anyway, okay. Okay. I have found nothing to charge against him concerning him curing a sick person and breaking the Sabbath word of death. You see? And the priest, well, Jesus never broke the Sabbath. But they say by him healing the sick, he broke the Sabbath. Just like they're going to tell you. By you being able to heal and everything, you're going to say, well, you're a demon, just like they called Jesus. Did you take that vaccine? I take that vaccine. And they see all the power you have and everything that God said he's going to give you. They're going to be afraid of you. They're going to be very afraid of you, but they're still going to try to find a way to kill you. When they came to Jesus, it was Jesus' time. That's why Jesus told them, say, if this was, he told them, say, if this was, kingdom was mine, then my servant would fight. And so when they came to God, Jesus spoke some words. No one went back like that, fell back. But Jesus knew it was his time to be beheaded because he was showing us the way. That we also, when that time comes, not to fight against him. Because he has a time set. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. And we are the saints that he was talking about that was left to be beheaded. Because when we come back, there are so many saints that got to be beheaded. Because when those saints come back, they're not coming back to no peace and happiness. Believe me, they're not coming back for that. They're coming back to root everything unrighteous and wicked from off the face of the earth. Okay, well, you keep on thinking it's going to be some kumbaya time. We're going to talk and we're going to get together and we're going to hash this out and we're going to do sin in the world. Now, you're being a damn fool. Yeah? With everything, they have to pay whatever they have done to whatever lie they have told until that was being written out. Just like every lie you say is being written out. Every lie that they say is being written out. Anything that they came from the cause of them doing unto you, that is being written down. And they're going to have to pay for all that. That's why I told you that yesterday. That's why Father Abraham, the Most High God told Father Abraham, look at the picture. And when he looked at the picture, he saw them what they was doing unto us. And how they ill-treated us and how when we was enslaved, everything they had done to us. Even right now today, what they're still doing because we're still in this captivity. They're going to have to pay. And so they know that time comes. Now they want to go, well, we're going to give y'all some reparations. Come on, man. You keep that. You keep that. I want what my Lord God's going to give. All right, I want his reparations. And the priests and the Levites replied to Pilate, by the life of Caesar, if anyone be a blasphemer, he is worthy of death. But this man had blasphemed or blasphemed against the law. And the governor again commanded the Jews to depart out the hall, and calling Jesus and said to him, what should I do with you? Now, remember that movie, The Green Mile? Even though Duncan is dead now. But yeah, The Green Mile, and Tom Hanks came to that man and asked him, well, what you want us to do, to release you, let you go? And then he said, why would thou do something so stupid as that? See, that's what they're doing. They're showing you, that's what they're doing. When you look at these different movies and things, go look, if you know, well, a lot of y'all can't do it because y'all not reading these different books. And you find out all they're doing is retelling our story, retelling our history and making money off. That's how the adversary is cunning. Just like all this pain and suffering that we went through, slavery, Jim Crow, and all those different types of movies. Now they put that on TV, and guess what? They're making money off. Yeah, they're making trillions of dollars off of your suffering. They're building museums off your history. That's what they're doing. They're building museums not only off of your holy history, they're building a museum off every evil, unrighteous thing that they have done unto you. And they're making money off. And they're still making money off of what? Off of our slavery, off our captivity. Come on, man. They have never stopped. I made a video called Joseph Slave. Go listen to that. Go read the book. Go read the Testament of Joseph. The Testament of Joseph. Right? The Testament of the Patriarch. Joseph. Go read it. Pilate said to him, how it is written. Pilate said to him, forgive me. Jesus answered him, do according as it is written. And that's what he's telling us right now to do. Do according as it is written. Because why? The prophecy has to be fulfilled. And we are in prophecy. We are those saints. We are those people at the end of the age going to be restored with our bright nature back. Going to be restored with the gift of healing back. Restored with the speaking of tongues and back. Restored speaking of the spirit. We are those people. And that's where we're at. We are those people that's not going to take the mark of the beast, bow down to the image of the beast, nor worship the beast. We are those people. We are that holy generation that's going to come back and right the wrong. All right. Jesus said to him, Moses and the prophets had prophesied concerning my suffering and resurrection. The Jews hearing this were provoked. You see, that's the Jews. They hearing this, they were provoked and said to Pilate, why wilt thou any longer hear the blasphemy of that man? Yeah? Oh, yeah. And then now this time, cunning the adversary. You got the same people right now, same Jewish people, wannabe Jews or whatever Esau children, and what they're telling, bless the Jews and God will bless you. And these are the same people that hated Jews then, hated Jesus then, they hate Jesus right now today. That's what they are doing. And you're going to bless these people. People got all these weapons of war. They got all these inhumane treatment of the people that over there. And you want us to bless those people? You want us to send out money to those people? Come on, man. You're just doing that because those people are paying you doing that. And the people are supplying you with everything you need so you can continue on being puffed up. You continue on sinning like that and selling your idols and things to the innocent people. That's what you're doing. To the widows and the orphans and those people who truly want the law of God. You'll continue on taking advantage of them. You can continue on flying your jet plane over there in Africa and pretending like these people need you. People then all these many people need, people need their creator. Not telling them worship and serve their creator. You tell them worship and serve the book or whatever you bring it over there. You can go over there and build a church house and they got to pay their tithes and offering to that church house, and that portion that comes to you. And, come on, man, you got so much evil witness going on. All right, well, let's continue on. Yeah? And the Jews hearing this were provoked and said to Pilate, why wilt thou any longer hear the blasphemy of that man? Pilate said to them, if these words seem to you to be blasphemy, do you take him? He said, do ye take him? Saying you. Do ye take him and bring him to your court and try him according to your law? Now, understand what these Jews gonna tell us. The Jews replied, our law said he should be obliged. Let's say obliged to receive 9 and 30 stripes, but after this manner he should be, if he should blaspheme against the Lord, he should be stoned. Pilate said unto them, if that speech of his was blasphemy, do you try him according to your law? And the Jews said to Pilate, our laws command us not to put anyone to death, but yet still over there killing people or sending out the assassins and everything. Come on, man. All them lies going on, and then the people still tell you, oh, bless the Jews, God don't bless you. Come on, bro. These people ain't doing what the law tells, what their own law said. And you want me to bless them? Why? So they can continue on having a foot upon Israel, that true Israel people, and they can wipe out the true Israel people. Then they can say that, well, we God's chosen people, because we gone. Come on, bro. All right. Well, anyway, y'all keep on thinking that. Keep on thinking this vaccine is something righteous, and it's going to save you. Yeah? Keep on thinking that. All right. Anyway, let me continue on. Our law commands us not to put anyone to death. And if that's the case, then why you have all these war? Told you yesterday, they got atomic weapons over there. They got weapons of mass destruction over there. They got cloning going on. They got these new, they got so much evil wickedness going on in that land, man. All right, just telling you what's going on over there. And then how they treat true Israel over there. All because the color of their skin. And they're walking around all pumped up, oh, we Jews. I'm talking about Israel people too. We Jews, we God's chosen people. That's a lie. You're Israel, God's chosen people. And the Jews got you greatly deceived. And y'all going right along with it. All right. Well, anyway, the Lord coming back and put everything in order as he's doing now. He raising us up to put everything in order right now. We desire that he may be crucified because he deserved the death of the cross. Pilate said to him, it is not fit that he should be crucified. Let him only be whipped and sent away. But when the governor looked upon the people that there was present in the Jews, he saw many of the Jews in tears. Now, understand, they grouped us, they grouped Israel right there along with the Jews. And we was there crying. Yeah, their whole line out there crying. Yeah, but they always thought that the Hebrew, that we was the same people as they're doing right now today. We're not the same people. And Lord God has chosen his people. His people are still where? In captivity. That's where we are. And I read all the prophecy telling you how they was going to go back in that land. The Jews was going to get with the Levites, go back in that land and kill them and do what? Commit an unpardonable sin. Even our father Levi told his hands clear when they was going to crucify the Savior of the world. I read that too. Not just in there, all the testament of all the patriarchs tell you the same thing. How they was going to get there and kill Jesus and take over our laws, our commandments, our statutes and judgments, and say that they are God's chosen people when they're not. When they have the birthright is theirs when it's not. It's not. All right, anyway, let's continue on. Just telling you what he told you was going to do, but you know all this was prophesied way before it happened. Anyway, let's continue on. I'm just telling you that they're doing the same thing to you right now today, and y'all gonna believe that? All of a sudden, these people gonna treat you right after so many years. Oh, now we get to the end. Now we're gonna treat y'all right. Come on, man. Man, these people get out this stuff the day of tomorrow. You'll go right back. Just like I told you in that dream when I saw all those nuclear weapons falling in New York City or whatever major city that it was, and even after that, they still had some racist white people, Esau children, still with that prejudice stuff. People not going to change, man. All right. Jesus already told you that. All right. Well, anyway, let's continue on. I'll just continue on. Pilate said to them, it is not fit that he be crucified, let him be on the whip and sent away. But when the governor looked upon the people that was present in the Jews, he saw many of the Jews in tears and said to the chief priests of the Jews, all these people do not desire his death. Well, the same thing was going to be with us, but we the saints of God, so you know they're going to be behaving us. Yeah, because you're going to have two people. You're going to have one over here that did taking that vaccine, one over there that did not take the vaccine. And they're going to clash against each other. But where Israel going to be at? We're supposed to be careful. Praying, sackcloth and ashes, and praying why? Because then, when they all this start rising up, you know that the wicked one is coming. You know that they're going to be doing certain things unto us. And so, Jesus told us this is an evil time, it's a wicked time, and for us not to be a part of none of this, what's going on, not to be a part of it, but obey his word and keep his commandment. All right. So you go ahead on. Y'all want to get out there with that margin and everything. Ooh, I'm not going to miss this one. I'm missing the last one. I'm not going to miss this part. I'm not going to miss this revolution. Go ahead on, man. Because you're being greatly deceived. All right. This what's going on is what? Not by might, not by power, but by what? My spirit. What is the spirit of the Lord? Prophecy. All right. Y'all go ahead on. Keep doing like you're doing. All right. Let's keep on. All right. The elder of the Jews answered to Pilate, we and all the people came hither for this very purpose, that he should die. Now, understand this was going on, just like it's going on. You got the chief priests, you got the chief scribes, you got the top people, the hypocrites. That's what you had, just like right now today. You got the priests, the pastors. They want you to take the back seat. Then you got, all those literary people. You got the spokespeople. I'm talking about the people win this championship and all that. You got the news people, that would be the scribes. Then you got those people who had monies. Yeah, the people like the singer and the dancer and the actors and everything. They'll be the chief hypocrites. And what they want you to do, all they want you to take the vaccine. All they want you, once again, to disobey the voice of God. Disobey what Jesus had told us not to do. And so that's what you're looking at right now today. Look at it, man. Take your time, examine it. Ask the Lord God to show you, because that's what showed me. All right. Anyway, ask your creator. But that's what's going on right now. That's not changed. That have never changed. Just like it was the top there, it's the top right now today. Want to do the same thing. Want you to do the same thing. Top people right now today want to disobey the law of God and take this vaccine. The Pharisees, the scribes, and the hypocrites. Go look at it and see who wants you to take. You got the pastor and the preacher one, the prophet and prophetess, they want you to take the shot of the vaccine. You got the journalists, as they call themselves. Yeah, they want you to take the vaccine. Then you got all of the people, the hypocrites. They want you to take the vaccine. Yeah, that's the people with money, like the Zoom Club and all of them want you to take the vaccine. Yeah, that's what I'm just giving you a small example of it. All right, you got the mayor wants you to take the vaccine. All right, just telling you, got the actors. All right, just telling you, man. Anyway, let's continue on. Let's continue on, because all this about to come to a head when the new year about to start. That's why it's so important that I get this out. The new year is about to start. So when the new year is about to start, man, all type of stuff gonna kick off. Because this is the third year. All right. Let me continue on. All right. Say the elders of the Jews answered power. See, the elders of the Jews, that's all the people up there in power. We and all the people came hither for this very purpose, that he should die. So that's the same thing they'll be doing unto us. Pilate said to them, why should he die? And they said to him, because he declared himself to be the Son of God and the King. And so that's why we should die. Just a question. That's why we should die, because we declare to be what? The children of the Most High God? That's what the Jews telling you. Oh, y'all. Well, that's what cunning adversary. Because you got the voice of the Jewish voice, and you got Daystar, the Lambs, you got the head guys, and all those people telling you what? Bless the Jews and God bless you. At the same time, these people confess to be who? The children, the sons and daughters of God. And they tell you, doesn't add up, man. Doesn't add up. You're going to fall for that once again. I'm telling you, that's the Jews say. When you make yourself the sons of God, then y'all got to die. That's what I've just finished reading unto you. All right. Anyway, my time is up, man. Time is up. Now, just telling you, God loves you. And stop falling for everything, man. Read and know it for yourself. Ask your Creator. You're supposed to ask your Creator. That's what He told you. That was prayer about keep His holy covenant, keep His commandments, and have that open communication with your Creator. They don't have the open communication. They're not seeing, hearing angels and seeing angels. They're not doing that. They're not hearing the voice of the Lord. They're not doing that. They don't have no personal. No, they tell you they do, but they don't. And they're running behind money, just as I just finished reading. They're running behind the God of man. I read that to you. It's in one of my other videos. I read the Acts of John to you before. I can't tell you what video is in because all I do is just do what He said do, man. I'm not looking for no money or nothing for this, man. No. Just trying to warn you of what's coming and for you to get your power back. And you have power over all of that, over those demons and devils. Just telling you. Oh, I say you made. In this book right here. And I just finished reading that to you, man. It's the Acts of John. That's page 70 in this book. And that's how they run behind mammon is their God. And that God have them. Man, they do everything for that money. What they don't do for that money? Do they not do everything for that money? Come on, bro. Come on, man. And people do everything for the money. They do. All right, so let me see. Wait a minute. Well, I'm going to read something else to you. Yeah, because that we say, for he that loveth the money is the servant of mammon. Mammon is the name of the devil who is set over carnal gains, and is the master of them that love the world. But even the lovers of the world do not possess riches, but are possessed of them. Yeah, oh yeah, that we say. For it is out of reason that for one belly, out of the reason that one belly there should be laid up so much food and will suffice 1,000. Is that not so? And for one body so many garments as it would furnish clothing for 1,000 men. In vain therefore is the store, in vain therefore is that stored up which cometh not into use. For whom it is kept, no man knoweth. And the Holy Ghost said by the prophet, in vain is every man troubled who heapeth up riches and knoweth not from whom he gathered them. Naked did our birth from a woman bring us into this light, destitute of food and drink. And naked will the earth receive us, which brought us forth. So all I can do is tell you that, just tell you as He has told me, given unto me, man, don't fall for it. When they say reparation and all that, they just tell them, say, oh, my reparation is coming. When the Lord God come and bring us back in our land, that's when our reparation, that's when we get our reparation, that's when we get the faith. Let me start praying, man. This is not about might, nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. Until next time.